Hare Krishna. Krishna consciousness means what? Being conscious of the pain and pleasure of Krishna. Being conscious of the joy of Krishna. Being conscious of the pleasure of Krishna and also pain. Yeah, Krishna also goes through pain. Na? Such is Krishna we worship. Why? Because he's not God. He's the son of Nand Baba. Na? So who experiences both pain and pleasure. But his pain and pleasure both are pleasure giving. So when we also come in contact with Krishna, we'll experience both pain and pleasure. But both pleasure is pleasure giving, pain will also be pleasure giving. Because the source is spiritual, the source is Divya, the source is Krishna. Krishna conscious means what? Different ways of saying Krishna consciousness. Being conscious of the desire of Krishna. Being conscious of his desire. What does he desire? What is his desire? And us practicing Krishna consciousness, us practicing devotees, we should be very clear with the message of Mahaprabhu. What is the desire of Mahaprabhu? What does he want from us? And the foundation, the basis of our practice is Srimad Bhagavad Gita, non-different from Krishna. Krishna's words, his Vani, non-different from him. So, practicing Krishna consciousness now, being conscious of, again, the desire, the mood of Krishna, the message of Krishna consciousness, Bhagavad Gita, ultimate philosophical theistic textbook or ultimate dialogue, covers everything in about life. Spiritual or material, whatever, covers everything. But then, as is the case in life general, there is always a mood required. There's always some approach required. How do we approach? A bit of a societal example. In society, we see a boy when he approaches a girl. How do I approach this girl? How do I approach this girl? When we approach, when we get a job, we join a company. How do we approach people at work? How do we approach university studies and all of this? So how do we approach life? How do we approach Krishna consciousness? How do we approach our sadhana? As ordinary or extraordinary? How do we approach the message of Bhagavad Gita, our reading, listening? Should it be ordinary or extraordinary? Our japa, how do we approach Harinam? Should our japa be ordinary or extraordinary? Should I be a ordinary devotee or an extraordinary devotee? When I enter the temple room, should I be an ordinary devotee taking darshan or extraordinary devotee taking darshan? What should Krishna experience, We go to the temple, we take darshan. Speaking for myself, definitely. We see, okay, do I get, okay, yes, Krishna, he's there. Deities are not representation of God, they are God. Krishna is. But do I see? No. So how should I enter the temple room? As an ordinary devotee or extraordinary devotee? And how should Krishna see me? I don't see Krishna, but definitely Krishna watches. Krishna sees that, okay, who has come, who has taken darshan, not, and what bhav. Krishna sees the bhavana, bhava. So when I or we enter the temple room, how should we enter? As ordinary devotee or extraordinary devotee? And Krishna also, how would we want him to see us? Oh, as he's my ordinary devotee or he's my extraordinary devotee? How would we want? when we desire to live in the association of devotees, right? We desire to be in the company of devotees. Blessed are those souls who get physical devotee association. You know? Blessed are those souls who get to live in the temple, who get to attend temple, who get to do seva with devotees. You know? Blessed are those souls. What to speak of their fortune. So these devotees, when we are in the association of devotees, in the physical association of devotees, how should we be? As ordinary or extraordinary? How should we think, talk, act when we are in front of karmis? You know, karmis. When we are in front of karmis, when we are in front of, say, people in general, whosoever stranger, how should we be? Ordinary or extraordinary? What will please Krishna? That I'm an ordinary devotee or an extraordinary devotee? Yeah. What will please Mahaprabhu? What will please devotees, acharyas, Guru Vargas, Srila Prabhupada? That I'm an ordinary devotee or an extraordinary devotee? Yeah. So we try to understand this message of Bhagavad Gita and the teachings of Prabhupada. His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. His teachings revolutionary. His purports are his realizations. They are his heart and soul all together. No? His purport, complete revolutionary. So much of prem in his purport. So much of like he has poured his heart in his purport. It's like he's personally addressing us, waking us up, nurturing us, everything. His purports are like a direct message to us. We should take it with heart and soul. So his writings, Prabhupada, his commentary on Bhagavad Gita, no? So authoritative, so authentic, so pure, real, soul saturating altogether. So how should we approach our study of Bhagavad Gita or practice of Krishna consciousness again as an ordinary devotee or extraordinary devotee? Now we are on air, on record. So should we just look good, sound good, act good, or be genuinely good? Be genuinely good. We can check. So with your blessings and kind encouragement and inspiration, we continue our study of Krishna consciousness. We pray that we always remain a student of the message of Mahaprabhu, that we pray that we practice Krishna consciousness in line with the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in line with the teachings of Srila Rupa Goswami. We pray that we become the first listener. We always stay as the listener of the message of Mahaprabhu. We pray that we be the first listener of the message of Mahaprabhu, of the message of Lord Shri Krishna, of the message of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Not to look good, not to sound good, not to appear as good. Be genuinely good. Be genuinely humble. Humility means reality. Humility means being true, being genuine. Different meanings. Now this Krishna consciousness, it gives us an opportunity to be simple, as we say now. Fascinating, hearing from realized soul, pure devotee. What? It is simple to be happy, but difficult to be simple. It is simple to be happy, but difficult to be simple. And it is this practice of Krishna consciousness gives us a direct card, a direct opportunity to experience simplicity, to be simple. And the joy of simplicity is the joy of the soul proper. Simplicity is happiness. Simplicity is real happiness, spiritual happiness, permanent happiness. And the most simple are the gopis of Vrindavan. The most simple. This. So here we have an opportunity, no? Like we say hear from devotees say, no, what? That society teaches us, all of us, we carry a what? To-do list. We all have a to-do list. I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to write a presentation for my university, say someone may have to know. Then I have to work for my charity, United Animals or whatever. I have to do some creative writing. I have to make this paper, make this presentation. I have to search. These are my to-do list. I have to do my traveling, shopping, packing, searching for house. All of this, not to-do list. We all carry a daily basis sort of to-do list, buy tickets and all. But how many of us have a to be list? That I want to be like that. I want to be. So this is a journey, what we want to be, Krishna conscious, and it will hit us on the face actually. So maybe we can take this as a question in our to be list, na? From to do these many things to do, then a to be list. What do I want to be? Prabhupada wanted us to be pure Vaishnavas, pure character, pure character, like moon, spotless like a moon, shining bright, effulgent Vaishnavas. So entering temple room, being in the association of devotees, seeing devotees, meeting with devotees, how should we present ourselves naturally in reality? Eh? That is like spontaneous, natural, original, without any second thought, without any effort, without any mental or intellectual calculation or adjustment. No? Should we be ordinary or extraordinary in front of Mahaprabhu? In front of devotees, in front of our parents, in front of our teachers, our guardians, friends, family members, strangers. How should we be? Ordinary or extraordinary? वैराग्य विद्या निज भक्ति योगा शिक्षार्थमेक पुरुष पुराना श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य शरीर धारी कृपां बुद्धिर्यतमहं प्रपद्ये मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयति गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. So we try to see, but life is what? It's like an open book, open secret. Na? Krishna has given us an open secret, open book, no secret in the sense. Think of me, always become my devotee, you will attain me. So there's no secret, okay? In the time of that, think of me and become pure Krishna conscious and attain Godhead. So Bhagavad Gita is a dialogue, question and answers. And question and answers bring samadhan. Samadhan meaning resolve. This dialogue brings a resolve. Krishna and Arjuna had a dialogue. Arjuna was in calamity beforehand. But having this dialogue, he was at peace. He was at resolve. Yes, he willingly fought them. Parikshit Maharaj, he was in dilemma. Sukdev Goswami appeared. They had a dialogue. He was in resolve. Complete resolve, complete peace. Huh? So how should we appear? Likewise again, ordinary or extraordinary, in front of Guru Vargas, in front of Shri Guru, in front of Vaishnavas, in front of deities, in front of anyone for that matter. So how should our study of Bhagavad Gita be? Ordinary, extraordinary? How should our japa, kirtan, anything for that matter be ordinary or extraordinary? So Bhagavad Gita is a question answer book. Call it a spiritual, religious, or the highest theistic philosophical book, no doubt, no comparison, transcendental altogether. But questions and answers again, they help bring a result, they bring clarity, and they engage us. They include us. So Krishna is including us in the message of Bhagavad Gita. He's engaging us. He's talking to us through question and answers. Through question and answers, he's enlightening us and then awakening us all together. So we can see, maybe if we find enlightenment, that should we be ordinary or extraordinary devotee? And if we find awakened through this enlightenment, that yes, ordinary or extraordinary, how should my practice be? Ordinary practice or extraordinary practice? Na? So this, and we see this through keeping intact the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srila Rupa Goswami, Srila Prabhupada. We cannot at all afford to divert from their teachings. No way. No way. We have to wholly, in our heart, take into this message of pure Krishna consciousness. This. Then, like, yes, we pray and pray, pray and pray, beg and beg, cry and cry, that Mahaprabhu help us understand Krishna consciousness is what? To be conscious of the pleasure and pain of Krishna. How do we come to this platform? Who is conscious? Who is the most conscious of the pleasure and pain of Krishna? How do we attain this realm? What does Krishna Prem mean? What does it mean? What it means? How to understand, how to be in that realm, how to be fascinated. Like Prabhupada writes in the purport of Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15, text 6. One of the sentences he writes, very popular shloka, very inspiring message giving shloka. Krishna says, na tad bhasyate suryo na shashanka na pavaka yad gatva na nivartante tad dhama paramam mama. So in this purport, one of the sentences Prabhupada writes that one should be captivated by this information. So we should be enamored, we should be admired, appreciated, enamored, captivated, possessed, obsessed, taken over all together by the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by the message of Krishna consciousness, by the message of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. But how will we come on the fast track of practicing Krishna consciousness, advancement in Krishna consciousness? We might be getting purified, we are, but need not be advancing so much now. Purified, so everyone is becoming, say, purified, but we want fast track advancement. We want to come into practicing Raganuga Bhakti, na? Tivra Bhakti. This. And that can only happen when we hear the pure Krishna Katha. When we hear pure Krishna Katha from from a Varish Vaishnava, from an evolved, pure soul, realized soul. Listen to Prabhupada's classes, his writings, his teachings, Guru Vargas. Then we can see, yes, the message of Mahaprabhu, the message of Krishna consciousness. So, this question, na? Something, we need something that hits us, that strikes us, that agitates us to take wholeheartedly Krishna consciousness. Could it be this? That should I be an ordinary or extraordinary devotee in front of the deities in temple, in front of Shri Guru, in front of devotees, in front of temple president, in front of the community of devotees? How should I act? As an ordinary bhakta or extraordinary? In front of everyone else, again, mother, father, whosoever. So Mahaprabhu's teachings, Srila Rupa Goswami, he captured Mahaprabhu's teaching. And Mahaprabhu's teaching, Rupa Goswami captured, and the advancement or Rupanuga Bhakti, we want to enter into this message of Krishna consciousness, wholesome sense. So Rupa Goswami says, now the foundation of Krishna consciousness is based on this principle, on this message of Srila Rupa Goswami in Padyavali. Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavita Mati Kriyatam Yadi Kuto Api Labhyate Tatra Laulyam Mulyam Ekalam जन्म कोटि सुकृति न लभ्यते है ना कृष्ण भक्ति रस भाविता मति now devotional service to Lord Shri Krishna is ras bhavita mati, it is rasdar, it is pure nectarian. Krishna bhakti ras bhavita mati kriyatam yadi kuto api labhyate, how can I attain it, where is it attainable, what is the means, how much to pay and all, what is the price. Tatra laulyam mulyam ekalam, the only price is greed. Janma koti sukriti na labhyate. Not like by accumulative heaps and heaps of pious activities over years and years, millions and trillions of lifetimes, by opening school, college, hospitals, doing selfless service. No, one cannot attain Krishna consciousness, no. But this pure loving devotional service, Raganuga Bhakti, can only come about by developing a greed. How will greed come about? When we hear the pastimes of the divine couple, when we hear Krishna Katha, pure Krishna Katha from a pure devotee, bona fide source. Only then. When we hear, the message will go in our ears and penetrate our heart, and that will manifest, bring out our real nature, real joys, our spiritual nature, spiritual identity. A real Swarup Jagriti, a transcendental awakening has to come about in this life itself. We must beg for it, we must pray for it. So only through this hearing properly, this will come about. And this greed, by hearing, what will happen when we hear of the pastimes of Srimad Bhagavatam and Srimad Bhagavatam of the divine couple, this message of Bhagavad Gita will become greedy, and what will come about will become humble, humility. So Srila Sanatan Goswami Pad helps us understand in Brihad Bhagavad Gita in general, in his writings, teachings, humility is synonymous to love. Danya, Dinta and Prem, they are synonymous. Then humility is synonymous to becoming greedy. Greedy, na? Greedy. Radha Krishna Seva Pavo Eya Bhilashi, na? Greedy for their service, greedy for their joy. That is humility. Humility is synonymous to love, synonymous to greed. This humility becomes synonymous to desire, having no other desire. Moraya Bhilash Vilas Kunja Diyavas Nayane Heri Bosada This is the humility of the soul proper, to desire, to hanker, to yearn, to long, to be in the association of the divine couple. So by hearing, this will come about by hearing. So we pray to hear this message of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. How should we be hearing? As an extraordinary bhakta or ordinary bhakta? See this, na? Krishna consciousness is to be truly bitten by the beauty of Krishna. Truly stung by the beauty of Krishna throughout, everywhere, every time. Lord Shri Krishna says na, in Bhagavad Gita chapter 6 text 30 na, Yo mam pasyati sarvatra sarvam cha me pasyati tasya ham na pranasyami sa cha me na pranasyati. You know? One who sees me in everyone and everywhere. He is never lost to me, I am never lost to him. Huh? We need to develop this level of consciousness. We have to. We pray to develop this level of consciousness. That we are thoroughly beaten by the beauty of Krishna. Love of Krishna synonymous to the beauty of Krishna. Only then, when we are captivated by the beauty of the divine couple, only then the flickering of beauty of this world will go away. We will give it up. That's the higher taste now we want to attain. So, these purports of Prabhupada, they are amazing, revolutionary. They tell us how should we approach Bhagavad Gita, the study of Bhagavad Gita, our japa, anything in Krishna consciousness. Now, our getting into a bus or getting out of a bus is all Krishna conscious. We want to be Krishna conscious. No? That is also Krishna consciousness seva. Getting into a train, coming out of a train, anything, going into work, coming out of work, going into uni, coming out of uni, cooking, having dinner, everything. So how ordinary or extraordinary devotee? So one particular sloka in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, we feel. Chapter 10, na? Opulence of the Absolute. And I will request if any of our friend can share screen. Chapter 10, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, text 41. We see, is it this shloka that helps us understand that how our approach should be as ordinary or extraordinary. Chapter 10, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, text 41. Should be coming on the screen. It has come actually. Yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam Srimad urjitam eva va tat tad eva vagachatvam mama tejam sasambhavan. So we request we request Diksha to kindly read the translation, and Natalie perhaps can read the purport, please.
Know that all opulent, beautiful, and glorious creations bring spring from but a spark of my splendor. I can read purport also, Bhaiya.
Let us see if Natalie can read the purport.
Any glorious or beautiful existence should be understood to be but a fragmental manifestation of Krishna's opulence, whether it be in the spiritual or material world. Anything extraordinarily opulent should be considered to represent Krishna's opulence.
Now, this last sentence of the purport, personally, we like it. Now, look, translation is one sentence, but amazing if someone can find love in it. Purport is how many sentences? 2 sentences. Amazing, killer. If one can fall in love, if one can fall in love. Any glorious or beautiful existence should be understood to be but a fragmental manifestation of Krishna's opulence, whether it be in the spiritual or material world. Look, this is coming out of racism. And there's so much of hatred, racism, fight, competition, jealousy in this world, is it not? So much. But if we can see, like Taylor Swift, our Amira, Bhakti Amira, she likes Taylor Swift. 7-year-old girl, 6-year-old, and she likes Taylor Swift singing very much, something. Fine. So, any glorious or beautiful existence, what? The singing of Taylor Swift, should be understood to be but a fragmental manifestation of Krishna's opulence, whether it be in the spiritual or material world, then we need not harbor jealousy or envy towards anyone. Yeah? That wow, he or she has got this talent. Well, yeah, they are also part and parcel of Krishna and reminds us of Krishna, a fragmental manifestation of Krishna's opulence. And this sentence in particular, you see, anything extraordinarily opulent. Anything, now the smell of rose, the beauty of flowers, natural beauty of flowers, woods, walking in woods. Imagine stream, imagine water flow, some stream, some water flowing down, and some stream, river, water flow is there. And there's woods, long trees, it's some small short distance and all, some trees, and some shaky ground, some hill, some flat, on hill, and birds chirping, no noise of any cars, no honking, no noise of any cars or anything. All you see is bright sunlight, sun, sometimes covered by the trees, sometimes not covered, or this moonshine. And you hear birds chirping, and you hear these waters flowing down. So anything extraordinarily opulent should be considered to represent Krishna's opulence. Now we need to develop this beauty to see. So, and we all can notice now, this is extraordinarily opulent, that is extraordinarily opulent, this movie, this actor, this politician, or whatever, extraordinarily opulent. But what it should lead us to represent Krishna's opulence, Krishna's beauty, this. Now anything extraordinarily opulent, it should remind us of Krishna. Anything and everything should always remind us of Krishna, remind us of the beauty of Krishna, of the magnanimous, of the glory of Krishna. How beautiful is he, of his kindness. So perhaps the question still remains, that should we be an ordinary devotee or an extraordinary devotee? Now, we all have, there's a food item called as pizza. Some of you are seasoned devotees, you need not know, you may not know. There's a food very popular and worldwide actually. Worldwide very popular pizza. There are many food chains who give pizza. Some give actually 50% discount also or whatever. This so pizza na. Now in pizza you can order what? And say tomato cheese pizza. And what? When we say extra large pizza. So this is a question for all of us. Natalie, Anjali, Bhakta, Prabhu, Diksha, Nikhil, Harsha, Karthike, all of us. When we say we have ordered an extra large pizza, what does it mean? Larger than large pizza? Fair to say? Extra large pizza, extra cheese pizza, maybe if that's a thing. That fair to say it would mean, okay, more cheese than normal cheese. Extra large pizza, fair to say, okay, more large than normal large. Whatever is large, it is more large than the normal large, extra large pizza. We all have done shopping at some point, buying clothes, dresses. So we go and generally what are the sizes of, say we want to buy a shirt. What sizes they come in? Small, medium, large, extra large, extra large. What does extra large size of a shirt mean? That it is more large than the large size. larger than the large size, extra large, extra benefit, extra premium, register this, have this club card and all, you will get extra bonus, extra credit, extra points, extra benefits and all. Means more than the normal benefit, more than the normal point, more than the normal credit. So extra large pizza means what? More large than the normal large. Extra large shirt, more large than the normal large. Extraordinary devotee, more ordinary than an ordinary. If I consider myself to be more ordinary than an ordinary, das dasanudas, no pride, no sense of pride. Krishna does not like pride in his devotees. So this humble demeanor, humble humility, more ordinary than ordinary, can we say that is extraordinary? More ordinary than ordinary. So let us see the screen again and we'll read that last sentence in the purport. Anything extraordinarily opulent. Extraordinarily means what? More. Anything extraordinarily opulent means natural, more ingrained in its natural beauty, more ingrained in its natural position, should be considered to represent Krishna's opulence, not pride, not arrogance, no, not in that sense, not fake beauty, not made up beauty. This is why we don't want, we pray not to sound good, not to look good, not to appear good. Okay, yes. Of course, we want to live clean, head shave, tilak and all, dhoti kurta, Vaishnava attire and all. Yes, but it is not just okay. I want to look good. No, genuinely become good, genuinely become humble. Not just sounding good. Oh, I'm on camera, on record. Actually, I better sound good. No. Genuinely. So humility means being genuine, being real, being truthful. Krishna wants us as we are, as we are. We are not pure and we can never be pure enough to attain Krishna. Can we say that yes, one day I will be pure enough to have Krishna's association? No way, impossible. So we are not pure and we can never be pure enough. So Krishna says, okay, come as you are. Problem is we don't want to go now. We think, okay, no, I want to be more pure. I can be more pure, or material attachments, or even so much of calculations in Krishna consciousness, intellectual and material. This is why our intelligence has to be surrendered. So Krishna says, okay, give up, surrender, sarva dharman parityaja. I will sort you out. Anything extraordinarily opulent. Now we live life casual, na? What do we find extraordinarily opulent? If WhatsApp brings a new update or TikTok, Instagram, then maybe extraordinarily opulent. Otherwise, natural beauty, we don't find much extraordinarily opulent. But anything extraordinarily opulent should be considered to represent Krishna's opulence. Wow. That is like falling in love with Krishna. Na? So the translation, know that all opulent, beautiful and glorious creations spring from but a spark of my splendor. A spark of my splendor. That is Krishna saying. So if we can be a bit conscious of this, if we can be slightly conscious of this, then we won't harbor any jealousy, even towards strangers or parents, relatives, friends, family members who may not have yet found the resolve in Krishna consciousness, in the practice of Krishna consciousness, but we can genuinely glorify them. We can see opulence in them, we can see beauty, we can see some goodness in them. Why not? And that is but a spark of Krishna's splendor, should remind us of Krishna. Yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam Srimad urjitam eva. Now, wherever this Srimad comes, it should remind actually us of Srimati Radharani. Srimad urjitam eva. Tat tat eva vagachatvam mama teja hamsa sambhavam. So this anything extraordinarily opulent should represent us, should remind us of Krishna's beauty. So what sort of devotee we want when we enter temple room or in the association of devotees, meeting Shri Guru, being in his association, studying scriptures, serving with devotees, ordinary or extraordinary? Societally speaking, oh, extraordinary. Oh, look, when someone says in society, oh, he's an extraordinary person. There's some, generally there's some taunt there, some negative connotation or some leg pulling involved, at least in India, when they speak like this. Oh, here comes the extraordinary person. Yeah? He's an extraordinary. But spiritual emotions or experiences and thoughts, they are paradoxical to societal say. So here our paradoxical thought is what? Extraordinary means more ordinary than ordinary. More ordinary than ordinary. Extra large. More large than large. So that how our mood should be. Take it. In society there are two things only. One is humility we want to attain. But if we struggle to be humble, then what we receive is humiliation. Humiliation only. Our karmas are humiliating us. Our conditioning is humiliating us. When we become any advanced or awakened in Krishna consciousness, we will experience so much of humiliation on a daily level. That, oh my gosh, look my karma. Look, my desires, my thoughts, my lack of attention, my lack of focus, and all. My desires, material nature humiliating us. And material nature humiliating us since eternity, Baba. COVID, this, that, wildfire, what not, tsunami, and all. Humiliating. And even if some good weather and all, we all are actually being humiliated. There's two, either become humiliated or be humble. We have an opportunity to humble ourselves. Then we attain glory, real beauty. Then we shine. So this humility again means what? The desire of Krishna, becoming one with the desire of Krishna. Arjuna, simple Bhagavad Gita is what the message of Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna was in confusion. He didn't want to fight. His heart was telling him, his head was telling him, don't fight. His heart was telling him, maybe fight. He was in deep confusion. He approached Krishna. He took shelter of Krishna. He surrendered to Krishna. He accepted his discipleship towards Krishna. Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna fought valiantly. Arjuna understood what was his humility. Arjuna understood Krishna desires this fight. He desires that I fight. He desires this fight happens. He desires that I kill people in this fight. So that is his humility. He allowed himself to be used as an instrument in the hands of Krishna. Arjuna allowed himself to come out of his comfort zone. That is his humility, no? That then he is an extraordinary warrior. Sukhartham kevalam. Guru Gaurang Prityat, Radha Krishna Prityat. Our life should be like that. For the pleasure of Guru and Gaurang. Like that. So Arjuna lived like that. He became one with the desire of Krishna, his humility altogether. So us as well, na? This extraordinariness has to come in us. So again, societal sense extraordinary brings a bit of a negative connotation. Oh, he is as if something extra smart, extraordinary and all. But we what is our understanding of extraordinary? More ordinary than ordinary, normal, ordinary self. But that doesn't mean when we meet with someone who is not yet found his resolve in Krishna consciousness and misbehaving, then we just become, oh no, I'm more ordinary than ordinary. No, Arjuna did. He fought, he fought, he killed. That is his extraordinary thing, you see. He killed ferociously, without hesitation, with clean conscience, with clean moral conscience. He killed. Transcendental consciousness, he killed. So likewise, extraordinary doesn't mean, humility doesn't mean that, okay, I'm low, I'm fallen, or like this, that I always sit behind, I be the last one to take prasadam. I be the last to lock up and all. No, did not necessarily mean that. That whenever there is some atrocity happening, I don't speak up and all. No, I'm ordinary, I'm quiet, I'm silent. No, it means being genuine, it means being real. It means seeing Krishna's divine opulence all over. That is a extraordinarily beauty. Then we will see Krishna, then we will find him extraordinarily beauty. Whoever has attained Krishna has attained him through humility, by becoming humble. Whosoever attained Krishna, they have attained him by begging only. Whosoever has attained Krishna, they have attained him by crying only. All of these devotees of Krishna are extraordinary. Look at the songs, Narottam Das Thakur, Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Look at their songs, their mood, their humility. Of course, these are transcendental devotees. They are in the eternal pastimes of the Lordship. But it is their kindness, they have paved the path, they have shown us the way of humility altogether. So this dasanudas, we aspire to become. Meaning what? More ordinary than ordinary. So no duplicit nature, no politics, no egoistic nature, no inferiority superior, no ulterior nature, no other hidden agenda and all. Clean, that thing. So in our prayers, we should be clear, sincere in our efforts, and we should be begging for higher association, praying for higher association of realized souls, that we can hear Krishna Katha from them. And hearing Krishna Katha from them, the message of Mahaprabhu will ignite in our heart. A revolution has to come in our consciousness altogether. This is the extraordinariness of Sukdev Goswami, of Parikshit Maharaj. These are all extraordinary souls. When we see others, we see them as extraordinary. Our seeing others as extraordinary should not mean that he is more ordinary than ordinary. No. When we see other devotees, we mean to see them as extraordinary. Meaning what? These are exalted souls. These are elevated, pure souls. And for ourselves, we aspire to become their servant. Means serve them, bring joy to them, bring pleasure to them. This is the job of Krishna, one of the jobs of Krishna, looking after this material world, to humble everyone, to humble their pride, humble their ego. Now, we may say, okay, in Bhagavatam also we see, the gopis were humbled by Krishna, they got pride. Well, these are eternal associates of Krishna, these are the Antaranga Shakti of Krishna. Gopis are the expansions of Radharani, the direct expansions. Their seva is, and we cannot have that mode, that bhav, we cannot enter that, we cannot do that seva. So it is not for us to, as such. But yeah, Krishna is, throughout Srimad Bhagavatam, is establishing, Sukdev Goswami is establishing the superlative nature of Srimati Radharani. But for us, teachings and learnings and instructions and guidance for us. So teaching and learning how we can prepare ourselves day in, day out that we live like an extraordinary devotee. So we can make this our to-be list, na? To be, that yes, I want to be extraordinary, more ordinary than ordinary. That no argumentative. As devotee and argumentative doesn't sound good. Devotee and showing off doesn't sound good. Devotee and seeking limelight. Oh, no, no, no. None of this. No. Pure prayers in our heart, pure mood, pure desire to serve, that pure desire to have the darshan of the divine company. बोलिए हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. Any thoughts, questions, comments, or clarification, or anything to add or share? If we say in Hindi, भगवान जिसको भी मिले रुला के ही मिले है ना. So and when we see the beauty of the message of Bhagavad Gita, beauty of the message of Krishna consciousness, we would want to become humble. A bit sincerity, a bit faith, which comes in good association. Everything lies in association. Bhakti is in association. Bhagavad Bhakti, Bhagavad Sangena Parijayate. In good association only we can grow. So our prayer should be that, yes, Krishna, please keep me in good association. Keep me in good association. That and pray that one day we become this extraordinary devotee. Das Dasanudas. Lover of the lover of the lover of Lord Shri Krishna. Servant of the servant of the servant of Lord Shri Krishna. No? This. More ordinary than ordinary. This thing. No sense of self-appraisal, no sense of any self-agenda or no self-obsession, rather pure self-obsession, complete self-obsession. What would be the definition of self? More ordinary than ordinary. Krishna likes this. Then only we can see real charm and beauty, the mysticism in Krishna consciousness. So thank you very much for your kind participation, encouragement, and patient listening, and kindly continue blessing us. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Life is full in question and answer. This Bhagavad Gita, charm is in question and answer. Pray that we always stay in good association. Hare Krishna.